Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Lesson number 9 in Nisab-us-Sarf. In this lesson, it will talk about fi'l mudari'. Previously, we spoke about fi'l madi and its types. Fi'l mudari' is a fi'l which donates upon the occurrence of an action in the present or future tense. So it refers to present and future. Whereas fi'l madi was just past tense. So this one is, for example, look, yadribu. The word yadribu means he hits or he will hit. So it's in the present or in the future. How does it change? Method of formation. How a fi'l madi is changed into a fi'l mudari' is one of the haruf atayn are added at the beginning. Haruf atayn. Haruf atayn. Alif, Hamza, ta, ya, noon, atayn. One of these four letters is added at the beginning. At the beginning of fi'l madi, of a past tense verb. If you add one of these letters at the beginning, then it changes it into fi'l mudari' form. Okay? So the fa kalima is made sakin. The fa kalima is made correct. And then a harakat is given to the ayn kalima. The ayn kalima is given a harakat in accordance to the bab. In accordance to the Sometimes the ayn kalima will be maftuh with a zabar, fatha. Sometimes it will be maksur with a kasra with a zair. Sometimes it will be madmoom with a dhamma, which is a pesh. Alright. And then the last kalima, the lam kalima, will always have dhamma upon it. It will always have a pesh, rafa, you mentioned that, yeah? So for example, he gives an example that just says like, fa'ala becomes yaf'alu. Fa'ala becomes, in the past tense verb it was fa'ala. In present and future it's become yaf'alu. What does it become? Yaf'alu. So first, what did we add in the beginning? We added one of the haruf mudari'. What are the one of the four letters of mudari'? It could be alif, ta, ya, or noon. Which four?
Alif, ta, ya, and noon.
Yeah, atayn. Haruf atayn. What are they?
Haruf atayn.
So look, atayn, hamza, ta, ya, noon. Do you understand? So first we've added there on fa'ala. Look, we made into yaf'alu. We've added a ya at the beginning. What have we done first? Correct. What happened to fa? The fa kalima, it became sakin. What's fa kalima become now?
Sakin.
Can you see? What's happened to the ayn kalima? It's got a zabar. The ayn kalima has got a zabar. The ayn kalima can have either zabar, zair, or pesh in mudari form. And then the lam kalima at the end, what has that got on it? That stays with the pesh. What's it got on it?
Pesh.
Can you see? Look carefully. Yaf'alu. Yeah? Next, additional points. Look on there. Haruf atayn, the alif, ta, ya, noon, they come at the beginning of words depending on the form. Okay, if a hamza, first of all, you shouldn't call it alif, you should call it hamza because it has a harakat on it. Yeah, hamza, which sigha is hamza added on? Sigha wahid mutakallim. Which sigha?
Sigha wahid mutakallim.
Yeah, wahid mutakallim means, sigha means the form. Which form? Wahid means singular. No, wahid means singular. And mutakallim means first person. So for example, when you say the word, look, adribu. Which word?
Adribu.
What was adribu got added at the beginning? A hamza. So that means I hit or I will hit. Next, noon. Noon is added on the beginning of which form? Sigha jama' mutakallim. Which sigha?
Jama' mutakallim.
Correct. That means the form which is plural and first person. This time you're saying we. Do you get it? We. Let's see the example. Nadribu. Which example?
Nadribu.
Nadribu means we hit or we will hit. Do you understand? Next one he mentions ya. Ya is added to the beginning of four forms. Okay? Three of them are muzakkar ghaib, meaning they are masculine and third person. And one is Jama Muannas Ghaib. Jama Muannasa Ghaiba. Which is this one, for example, he mentions here, Yadribu yadribani, yadribuna, yadribna. So 4 of these forms, they have what in front of them? Ya. What comes before them?
Yeah.
Next comes ta. Ta is added to the most forms, 8 forms. Ta comes at the beginning of how many forms?
8.
8. So look, you've got 1, 1, 4 and 8. How much is that all together? 14. So for example, here he mentions in which forms? It comes in wide muannas ghaib, tasniya muannas ghaib. That's 2. And then which 6 forms? All 6 hazir forms. All 6 hazir forms. Okay. So let's go through these. Which one of these? Tadribu, tadribani, tadribu, tadribani, tadribuna, tadribina, tadribani, tadribna. So these in 8 forms, the fi'l mudari has what in front of it? Ta. So look, let's go through them again. In one of them, it has a hamza in front of it. In one form, it has noon before it. In one form, it has noon before it. The third one. In 4 forms, it has what before it? Ya before it. And then the final one, in 8 forms, it has a ta before it. Okay? When we go through the table, then when you learn them, then you'll see these patterns and you will understand. Next, it mentions here, at the end of 5 forms, they are given rafa. 5 of these forms are given rafa, a pesh. Which 5? Mentions here, yadribu, tadribu, tadribu, adribu and nadribu. We will go through these tables in detail and then you will be able to understand, okay, which sigha they are and which form they are, okay. You will have to write these out, then inshallah you'll understand. Next point is, at the end of 7 of these forms, a noon i'rabi comes. A noon comes. A noon with a i'rab on it. A noon with a zabar zera pesh on it means, yeah. A noon i'rabi comes at the end of how many? 7 forms. At the end of?
7 forms.
Okay. 5 of these forms end in a pesh. How many forms are there altogether? 14. How many forms altogether? 14. 5 of these forms end in a pesh. 7 of these forms end in a noon. 7 of them end in a noon with a zabar zera pesh on it, yeah. And do you understand? Which ones are these 7 which have a noon at the end? Look here. Yadribuna, tadribuna, tadribina, yadribani, tadribani, tadribani, tadribani. Okay. It mentions 7 of these forms here. Next. Also, at the end of 2 forms, so we've done how many? 5 and 7 is how much? 12. How many are left?
2.
To make 14. 2 of them, they end with what? A noon, which is known as noon-e-zamiri. Yeah? Which 2 forms are these? Yadribna, tadribna. Which forms? Yadribna, tadribna. Okay? So in these 2, what happens? What do these 2 end in? A noon which is known as noon-e-zamiri. Noon-e? Yeah, noon-e-zamiri. Right, next. Next point. How do we make a majhul form? Look at point F. How do we make a majhul form? Look this way, yeah? Remember, there's a ma'roof form. What is a fail which is ma'roof? When the fa'il is connected to it. When does a fail become majhul? When the fa'il, the doer, is not connected to it. For example, look, when you say yadribu means he hits or he will hit. But how do you make it into he is hit or he is going to be hit? Instead of yadribu, you say yudrabu. Which form? Yudrabu. How do you make it into yudrabu? How do you make it into majhul? First of all, the alamat-e-mudari', the first letter, which is the ya, or it could be the haruf atain, alif ta, hamza ta, ya, nun. It is, instead of given a zabar, it is given a pesh. What is it given?
Pesh.
Correct. And another thing is, the ayn kalima is given a zabar. The ayn kalima is given a zabar always. So which pattern will I follow? Like yudrabu. Look this way. Yudrabu, yuftahu, yusma'u, yunsaru, yuhsabu. It will follow that pattern. Which scale? Yuf'alu. Which scale? All the majhul forms be the same. Just like in past tense verbs, all the majhul forms were they were fu'ila. All of them, when they turned into majhul, how did they become? Fu'ila. Here when the mudari turns into majhul, what does it become? Yuf'alu. What does it become? Here. Again, now to make the mudari form into manfi, to make it into negative, that he does not hit or he will not hit. He does not hit or he will not hit. What do you add at the beginning? Ma, or you add la. Let's look at the example. Look, like he says yadribu, it says that. What does it say? Yadribu. What does yadribu mean? He hits or he will hit. What comes the opposite for manfi form? That's musbat form. What's manfi? La yadribu. What is it?
La yadribu.
What does la yadribu mean? He does not hit or he will not hit. Do you understand? So what comes at the beginning? Ma or la. Next example, look there. Yudrabu. What does it say? Yudrabu means he is hit or he will be hit. What's the opposite of it? Ma yudrabu, or you can do la yudrabu, meaning he is not hit, or you can mean he will not be hit. You understand? La yudrabu or ma yudrabu. Okay? So he mentions here all these different rules related to fi'l mudari. What we will have to do now is, because in lesson 8 we've done fi'l madi and lesson 9 we've done fi'l mudari, we will have to go through the tables, the 14 forms, okay? And they are in your books, inshallah. If you go through them, then you'll be able to understand much better. So once you learn these different forms of by heart in the tables, then you'll understand these rules better, okay? Then you can go through these two lessons, 8 and 9, with the table, okay?